Hey guys, it is Thursday, August 7th, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. The free VSTs for today are as follows. So first up, we have Numa Player version 2. From the developer Studio Logic, and we also have from the developer Adam Sabo is Solaris, which is a reverb. So let's jump to the developer's page, download page really quickly. All right, why is this? There we go. That took a while. So this one is a Windows only plugin, so no Mac, no Linux, just Windows. They have 32 and 64-bit versions, and they have VST3 versions also. So that's it for Numa Player version 2. Version 2 was released, it says right here, October 15th, 2024, so last fall. And this one does have Mac, Windows, and it also has iOS versions, so for the iPad and the iPhone. So pretty well supported as far as OSs are concerned. All right, let's jump over to the DAW, check out the example for today. So I have a song that I wrote to this chord progression. We have different variations of the chord progression per 4-bar block. So we're gonna listen to that real quickly. Of course, tomorrow I'll have this more fleshed out. I'm gonna be working on vocals tonight and fleshing out some more of the instrumentation and the arrangement. You guys will get to hear the progress tomorrow. So let's check out what we have so far. All right, so pretty simple. I think it's in the key of F minor, but it gave me enough inspiration I needed to write something to it. So let's quickly look at the Numa Player. So the cool thing about this one is that it has multiple layers where you can stack instruments together, and it has multiple different types of the instruments. So we have acoustic pianos, electric pianos, keys, which is pretty much a lot of chromatic instruments, like natural chromatic instruments, so mallet based, some of them. And then we have a section with just string and pads, so straight up violins, orchestra sections, and things of that nature. So let's go through the interface real quick and look at some of these options. So if you click right here, you'll get this list over here, and you'll see the different options you have for the different categories. So right now we're listening to the Model F piano, grand piano, Model F 2000. So let's try the Model D. Upright. They have the CPE grand, which looks like that. Now, if you notice here, I can uncheck this and check one of these, and then that'll be in slot 1 if I switch to keys or string pads. Oh, they even have organs. So let's turn this section off. Let's switch it back to my original piano, the Model F 2000. And we're gonna go to this section, second section here, this layer, turn it on. And now we're gonna hear electric pianos. Click here, and then we have the different options open up. So there are 8 different EPs to select from. Right now we're listening to the FM EP4. So that's kind of like a DX7 style keyboard sound. Right here we have an EP Mark 1, which is basically, should be a Rhodes piano. They have effects here for that. Sound control, tremolo. Let's check out the EP2. Different tone. Whirly. The second whirly. Alright, you guys get the point. Let's jump to keys. If I turn these on together, they'll be layered together. And you can control the volume here. To blend them the way you want. So you can stack layers. Let's turn that off. The clavinet. Harpsichord. Vibraphone, marimba, celesta, cassato. I don't even know what that is. Mastafisa, Musetta. Alright, let's look at the strings right here. Turn this on. I'm figuring these are sectioned off by zones, depending on which octave you are. Cellos. Then we have some synth pads. Voice pads, synth choir. And then I just noticed that there's also a section for organ. So right now it says 4, it has 4 slots used up. You should be able to hit this plus and just add another slot and keep adding more instruments. Let's go back here. Switch to organ. We got 20 different organs. I think this is fairly new. I really don't think it had an organ section before. That's interesting. I never noticed that before. I think that's fairly new. And these chord progressions weren't really meant for organ. So sounds kind of crazy. But you guys get the point. Let's go back to the piano and let's look at Solaris, this reverb. So this reverb can give you very lush reverb sound. So let's explore that right now. Right over here, we have the algorithms. So I'm gonna go with the initial algorithm and go with the first preset, see what happens. Let's crank it. 70% wet. Right here, we have the pre-delay. And you can set that by milliseconds, or you can turn on the sync here, and now you'll have subdivisions. There is a chorale section, or chorale section, and what that's gonna do is it'll allow you to kind of pedal some tones into your reverb based on the source sound, and it'll just have that pedal tone kind of ring out through the reverb. Over here we have this big wet dry knob, and you have the visual feedback of what's happening. Well, not wet dry knob, sorry, the size, reverb size, it says it right there. Wet dry is over here, and you get visual feedback of the size. Then over here we have filter, and as you mess with the filter, low pass, high pass, you notice over here you're getting visual feedback of what's happening as you're filtering the low end and or the high end of the signal, the reverb. And then there's a modulation section here. But the key is to go through these different algorithms and check out the sound that way. But you can get these larger than life reverbs out of this, very lush, very vast, very open if you want that, or you can set it to something more subtle with how you mix it in. So, you know, from just subtle reverb with a nice long tail, or if you want something just big, washy for sound design, just to wash something out, that reverb is good for that. You can get those big over the top reverb. So definitely check those out, guys. The link is in the description. The link will take you to that blog page. Click on the download links for the corresponding plugin that you want to download. Check them out, add them to your arsenal, see how that works out for you. So also check out my link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. That'll help you understand how your computer works along with your DAW. The internals of your computer will work along with your DAW to help power it to give you a smooth experience. So if you're not having a smooth experience, that video series will help you understand how everything works and what may be causing the issue. So if you're having clicks, pops, your audio is dropping in and out, your audio is stuttering, you're having latency issues, like really bad latency issues, you're having your program freeze and crash a lot, that series might help you understand why that's happening and how to fix it. There's also a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do multiple times a week. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, I do these multiple times a week, and I present you with free VST plugins 100% free. So definitely check out that playlist. There's over 400 videos there presenting you guys with free VST plugins 100% free. Finally, there is a link in the description for my video series that I started this year titled 52 Weeks of Reaper, where every week for 52 weeks, I'll be releasing a new video focusing on a key feature in Reaper. And those videos release on Saturdays. So if you're looking for a new DAW, you might be interested in switching DAWs, or you're looking for your first DAW, definitely check out that series. It'll give you some insight on why Reaper is my choice for music productions, songwriting, and everything that I do within that realm, and what makes it so flexible, what makes it so powerful, very feature-rich, very deep audio software. So definitely check out that series. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Check back tomorrow. I'll have this musical idea more fleshed out. I already wrote the lyrics. I got to start recording vocals tonight and start working on fleshing out the instrumentation, build it out some more, and format it. So you guys will hear the progress tomorrow. Check back for more free plugins. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.